Alright, so here we are a week later, getting back into this. Last thing you saw, I was trying to mount this engine to the engine stand that I had. The engine stand that I had was given to me for free. It had no name brand on it, and I didn't really trust its quality, but I figured I'd give it a try anyway. When I put the engine on it and released the engine hoist, the engine went this way, this bar bent inward, and these back two tires came off the ground. So I went and bought a Pittsburgh engine stand. This is one of the brand new models that Harbor Freight has, and it is working great, as you can see. I got the head off. I did mark the head with the sequence and took them bolts out quarter or third turn at a time in sequence so I didn't warp the head. And I also got the oil pan off. The oil pan came off actually really well, and as you can see, I did clean it up just a little bit. Good news, there are no shavings in the oil pan whatsoever. The cams are really good in regards to lobes and smoothness. There's no real gouges or any imperfections in the lobes, so that's really good. Along with the cam guide rails, I guess they are, and all of the components to hold everything in place. So it all came out really nice. So I got it in a box over here. I got the transmission there, all the stuff for all of the belts and gears right here. I'm going to go and start cleaning all this stuff up. But first thing first, I want to get this tore down the rest of the way, at least so I can check the pistons and see how everything looks underneath this girdle. So I'm going to get the girdle off and get it laid up here on the table. And then, and only then, will I start going through and cleaning everything. So I'm going to get it set up on the tripod, and we'll continue with the teardown. And there we have it. bare block. So that took 3 days in total, off and on throughout the time lapses and all that stuff. But it looks really good. I can tell you right away, the oil hadn't been changed in this engine for quite some time. When the oil came out of the pan, it was sludgy. As you can see, there is a lot of burnt oil and coolant all over the block itself. It's all over the pistons. The piston walls, however, the cylinder walls, they look really good. I don't see any real bad scuffing or any marring or anything, so I think the block is actually good to go. You can see from the bearings are actually in pretty good shape too. Not reusable shape, but they're not destroyed. When I flip this thing over, oil seeped past the first piston where I had low compression. So that just tells me that this piston had really shitty rings, and you can see it's definitely seen better days. I mean, the piston itself looks really good. It's just it definitely needs a new rings. But even then, you can still see there's some slight marring in this first cylinder here. But like I said, I'm going to swap them out, replace them all, so it's not a big deal. I'm just hoping everything cleans up really nice. Everything else came out really good though. I am very happy with it. So, that said, I'm going to start cleaning up because it looks like the engine threw up all across the garage here. But all the parts are laid out and pretty organized for the most part. I didn't label where each bolt went, but I did bag it and label it as to where it came from. So I have a YouTuber that I found that did a really good engine rebuild video. I think it's Level Garage. I will link them when I start to rebuild because his videos are the ones I'm going to be following to put this all back together again. But that said, I hope you're enjoying this. And if you do, and you are, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see all of you again on the next one.